Landman had completely mesmerized us with its first season, and now with season 2, it is picking up right where it left off with its incredible story and action. And from the very first episode of season 2, we are going to learn about the unbelievable changes that will unfold throughout the season, the new StarCast members, the sides in the upcoming oil war, and most importantly, a shocking death that will change the course of the entire season. If you are ready, let's take a look at what will happen in this amazing first episode. In the opening minutes of Season 2, we are going to see the MTEX board meeting, where we will learn what happens to the company after Monty Miller. Here, just like Tommy wanted at the end of the season finale, there will be him, Cammy, and an executive from Goldman, the parent company. And who will that executive from Goldman be, you might ask, of course? None other than the legendary Sam Elliott joining the cast. In this meeting, although Tommy will be looking for ways to withdraw from MTEX after everything that happened in the season finale, Cammy, who wants to honor her husband's memory, and Sam Elliott's character, who cares about the company's profit, will convince him to stay. And just like that, the first side of the oil wars will officially be set. After the meeting, we will get a deeper look into Sam Elliott's character. Most likely, we will see him having a smoke with Tommy after the meeting, and during this moment, we will feel Sam Elliott's character's emotional connection with Monty Miller. Tommy, sensing that Sam Elliott's character is someone trustworthy, will then share with him that Andy Garcia's character, Galino, has been trying to squeeze money out of MTEX and even threatened him. Being the old wolf who has seen it all, Sam Elliott's character will reassure him that there is nothing to fear and that he is ready for war. But can Sam Elliott's character really fill the void Monty Miller left? You can tell me in the comments while I move on to the other MTEX partner we loved so much last season, and who thankfully will be one of the leads this season. This season, we are absolutely going to see Demi Moore's character Cammy much more and in much more important places. Especially in the first episode, she will notice that something is wrong with Tommy, and after the meeting, she will ask him what is going on and why he wants to leave. At first, Tommy will not want to say anything, but eventually, under Cammy's persistence, he will tell her what Galino said. Since Cammy is new to these matters, she will be a little scared at first, but then she will remember that she entered all of this to honor Monty's memory, and will tell Tommy that they will find a way. Afterwards, she will ask Tommy for help in learning the ropes of the business. But what about Galino, who has been pressuring MTEX to side with him? Let's take a look at that too. Around the middle of the episode, Galino will call Tommy in to ask about the status of his offer. This time, Tommy, feeling the strength of the board behind him, will tell Galino that they are not going to work with him. After hearing this rejection, Galino will get furious, and he will remind Tommy that their end is coming. Even though Tommy will be scared by this threat, he will keep playing his usual calm role and leave without saying a word. Near the end of the episode, we are going to see the biggest moment of the series so far. Galino will take revenge for Tommy's refusal by killing his wife, Angela. I know, it sounds extremely cruel, but when we look at fan comments, it has been said that Angela and Ainsley don't really fit the overall tone of the series. For that reason, to bring Cammy into the spotlight and shift the focus of the show to the oil wars, such a decision will be made. After Angela's death, we will see Ainsley become a much more mature and depressed character, Tommy taking an oath of revenge, and Cooper returning to his family to help his father in taking that revenge. Speaking of Cooper, we have to talk about him too. He was the only character whose life seemed to be on track at the end of last season's finale. First, he started a healthy and loving relationship with Ariana, and then he built a solid business for himself. But with the murder of his mother, his life will be turned upside down again, right from the first episode. Still, he will return home to lift his family back up, and he will talk with his father about how they are going to take revenge. Since Tommy won't want to put Cooper in danger, he will only talk with him about how they can bring Galino down through business moves, and given how involved Cooper has already been in these matters, we might even see Tommy handing over his place in MTEX to Cooper so that he can focus on revenge. Now, who else will we see in this war? Let's talk about them too. One of MTEX's most important weapons will definitely be Rebecca, If Cooper really takes over Tommy's position in MTEX, I can't wait to see how Cooper and Rebecca will work together. I think Cooper will put the past behind him and reach out to Rebecca. After breaking the ice between them, I have no doubt that these two will become Galino's worst nightmare. Finally, I want to mention two new characters joining the show. These are Charlie Newsom, played by Guy Burnett, and Greta Stidham, played by Miriam Silverman. It is said that Charlie Newsom will be an engineer in the series. That means we are most likely going to see him working with Cooper and Rebecca, and maybe we will even see a romance between him and Rebecca. What do you think? On the other hand, Greta Stidham will appear as an admissions counselor. So, after Ainsley loses her mother and goes off to college, Greta will be there to help her with paperwork and provide her with emotional support. We will most likely see Charlie in the very first episode. But since Ainsley won't be going to college right after her mother's death, it looks more likely that we will see Greta later in the season. Now, let's get to the main question. When will we watch this amazing, action-packed episode? According to the recent announcement by Paramount+, the show will return with its first episode on November 16th, and for 10 weeks straight, it will keep us glued to our screens every Sunday. In the trailer that is expected to drop in early September, it is clear that we are not going to see Angela's death directly. But, in the trailer, we will see Tommy and Ainsley devastated, Sam Elliott's character introduced, Cammy stepping up to leadership in the company, Cooper returning to his father's side, and finally, Galino threatening Tommy. So, what are your expectations from the first episode of Landman Season 2? Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. For more Landman content, make sure to like the video and subscribe. See you in the next one.